Okay, welcome back to Fractal Visions. This is Igly, and this is our grants intro for mission number 1. We are hosting our own grants round on Optimism, and here you can find all of the resources that you need to apply for the round. You can click here for the application, and you can see that that will kick off in less than a day here. Up at the top, you can find a link to our grants hub on Charmverse, where you can find all of the extra details that you need to read through. This is the nitty gritty and everything that you need to know about Fractal Vision's Mission Fund. This is how we raise money for the grants and the purpose. And there is also some resources here that you can utilize if you are applying for the round, the eligibility criteria, and of course the application again, just to make it easy for everyone. So first we'll talk about the resources that we have for creators and builders to develop and deploy their project. This is the Manifold website. This is the Sound website. This is the Zora website. And this is the Third Web website. These are all tools and resources that you can use to deploy your project. If you haven't already done so, it's not too late. You can start building on the superchain today by deploying on Optimism or Base or Zora or any other of the networks that are part of the superchain. All right, so this video will also end up on our resource for our YouTube. We have a Gitcoin grants playlist here. This may help if you are new to applying for grants. There might be some other videos here that you could watch, and we will try to make another video here in the coming weeks ahead throughout the grant program to help explain more about the process. So if you haven't gotten set up before, you can deploy a project. You can start now. The application phase is rolling all the way into the donation process. So we have about 5 weeks from the time this video was made until the application process closes. You will also have to have a GitHub set up. You'll want to set up a personal account. Then you'll set up a basic repository with a README file and have a description of your project in the README file so we can understand a little bit about your project. Maybe you have code inside the repository. If you're just getting started, this is a basic requirement that you will need, and it will help you not just for future rounds in our own grants program, but other opportunities in other grants programs. So this is a great thing to set up. It's also a very powerful tool if you start to get into the development side of things with your project, especially if you end up getting enough grant funds to hire a team of developers. So start by setting up your GitHub profile. The place to apply for the grant and actually set up your project once you're ready is at builder.gitcoin.co. This is the official website you go to create a project when you apply for our grant round. You'll go up here, you'll go to new project, you'll select the Optimism network. Of course, there are some other networks here that we will also be working on doing a grants program on, and then you'll click next. And then that will take you to this page where you can enter your information, your project name, the website, your logo, banner, and then the description. In the first line of your description, you want to have a very short, basically TLDR or summary. That's going to show up in the Explorer of Gitcoin. For people when they're searching for grants, they're going to see just the first line of words that kind of describes your project when they're searching through all of them. So that's really important to know about, as well as including some sort of milestones or some sort of roadmap and timeline on what you're going to do with the funds after the round. That's something we would love to see in every application, so please keep that in mind. Once you're done here, you'll go ahead and click next, and this is the part where you will connect your Twitter and your GitHub account. If you want, you can skip that and you can do it later, and then you'll be able to review your grant here that you created and your project, and you can hit save and publish. And once that's finished, you'll be able to apply for our round. All right, and then if you've already been a part of Gitcoin or you're just getting started, you'll want to utilize Karma. Karma has the grantee accountability protocol, and we will be pointing people to Karma to utilize this for the previous grants that they got through Gitcoin, Optimism, or any of the other grant ecosystems. And we want to see this data before they are accepted into this round if they have received funds from any other grants. If you're just starting and you're receiving a grant for the first time through Fractal Vision's ecosystem, we're also going to be giving people the opportunity to set up their project through our own hub for Fractal Visions here on Karma. So we're really excited about this. Our first grantees will be part of the Karma Gap Hub, and they will also have the opportunity to participate in retroactive public goods funding on Optimism. Building on the superchain, you become a part of the collective, and you are contributing to the growth of the Optimism network and the technology of the OP stack that the other blockchains use. So you are eligible for retroactive funding. Even if you don't get accepted to our round and you're building on the Optimism blockchain or on Base Network or on Zora, you are still eligible to apply for retroactive funding in the future as well. So please keep that in mind. It's a big bonus for everybody to get extra funding in the future and keep on building their projects. And so we'll start with the quadratic funding model that we have here. That you can work towards now. You can apply for Fractal Vision's Mission 1. You can find this page about Fractal Vision's Mission 1 in our Charmverse hub that we showed you earlier in the video here. It's right here at the bottom. And then that will take you down here to show you some of the round eligibility. And then here, the actual details about the round eligibility we have on a spreadsheet. You can go through here, you can read even more about exactly what we are looking for from the grant applicants and how to contact us and how to become eligible. Okay, so once you have all those resources, you've read through everything, you're ready to apply, you'll go to the application, and you'll find that on the Gitcoin website as well. And you'll see some of the same information that you might have already read in our documentation. And then you'll hit apply to grant round. That is it. The next thing that you'll have to wait for is for your grant to get approved. And then on the 1st of April, if your grant has been approved, the donation process will start. And people with a passport matching score, they will be eligible for the matching funds that come from this matching pool of 5,000 DAI that we have available for our first round. And we'll go ahead and reiterate this Mission 1 into Mission 2 and Mission 3 and so on in the future. So we are really happy to launch our pilot program on Optimism and introduce a lot of new builders to the superchain. Get ready for an amazing round, an amazing month. It's going to be great. So thanks for tuning in, and we hope to see you soon.